Hello, my dear students. Today in this class, I am going to discuss structure of hemoglobin. In the previous class, we understood the biological significance of some of the metals. So next, we are going to understand structure and functions of hemoglobin in today's class. So before going to discuss the structure of hemoglobin, you have to think. When we heard the word hemoglobin, these questions comes to our mind. Before that, one must put this question himself, that is, why do we need oxygen or why do we breathe? Dear student, please try to answer to these questions. Why do we need oxygen or why do we breathe? So what is the significance of the process of breathing in our body, and how our body specifically binds oxygen among mixture of gases in air? That means if you come to air, air is an homogeneous mixture of gases. It contains nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, helium, neon, argon, krypton, and other various gases. But among all the gases, our body specifically binds with oxygen. If the air reaches nose and lungs, in the lungs it takes it picks up only oxygen. So how it pick up oxygen? So what is the mechanism of specific binding of oxygen? So please think over it. And next is, what happens to oxygen in our body and where does it happen? So what happens when oxygen is entering to body? What is the function of oxygen? Think over it. How exactly is oxygen carried around and stored in the body? Okay, so you are going to consume oxygen. So we know that. So in a minute, a healthy human being, the breath rate is 12 to 20. So in a rest condition, the breath rate is around 15. So 15 to 20 is the breath rate of healthy human being. That is in 1 minute. So 15 times we are going to inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. So this process takes place on an average 15 times. So what happens after consuming the oxygen in our body? What are the physiological process, metabolic reactions, chemical reactions especially, which are happening in the body? You think over it. And finally, how exactly CO2 is removed from the body? Okay, we understood respiration process, that we are consuming oxygen, and once you are consuming oxygen, so automatically you are going to exhale carbon dioxide. So how carbon dioxide which is coming out from our body, or how carbon dioxide which is produced in our body, and how it is exhaled during respiration process? So please try to think all these questions. If you really start to think all these questions, so our concept is easy. And in next coming slides, coming class, coming minutes, we are going to find out the answer for all these questions. So breathing happens. So oxygen, why we are consuming oxygen? So why our body specifically binds oxygen? It is because of presence of a molecule, a protein. It is called as hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is responsible for the binding of oxygen. So how hemoglobin binds oxygen? How hemoglobin carries oxygen from lungs to tissues, that is each cell of human body? That is, so oxygen is necessary. A cell needs oxygen for sustainability. Suppose the supply of oxygen is stopped, that moment is treated as death. That's why hemoglobin play a vital role for the sustenance of life in case of vertebrates. So how this hemoglobin and why this hemoglobin carries oxygen, this can be understood by knowing its structure. Dear students, in chemistry we are always going to discuss the structure. in order to understand the properties, in order to understand the behavior of a molecule, so you must know the structure of a molecule. Then only you can easily understand, because the properties depends on structure. That's why the knowledge of structure is very important. And so, and before that, so each human red blood cell contains about 270 millions of hemoglobin. So each hemoglobin is made by four heme groups. And so in a human being, the total quantity of iron which is present in hemoglobin is 2.5 gram. 2.5 gram of iron which is present in hemoglobin. In the entire hemoglobin I am talking about. That is, so in entire hemoglobin of the blood in the human body, so a human containing nearly 4 gram of iron. Among 4 gram of iron in the body, so more than 80% of the iron which is present in the hemoglobin. And these hemoglobin, these are red blood cells are produced in the bone marrow, and their lifespan of these red blood cell is 100 to 120 days. This is the lifespan of these RBCs. If you look at this, so this is the structure of hemoglobin, and so this is the structure of hemocyanin and hemoerythrin. Hemoglobin, hemocyanin and hemerythrin, these are the three important oxygen carrying protein. But hemoglobin, which is present in the vertebrates, and hemocyanin, which is present in molluscs, and hemerythrin, which is present in some sea worms, that is in sea species it is present. This hemocyanin and hemerythrin which is not present in vertebrates in human being. So these are the oxygen carrying protein in other species. So now let us look at the structure. Basically, this hemoglobin is made by a ligand. So this hemoglobin is nothing but it is a coordination compound. It is made by three important things. One is central metal ion, ligand and protein. The natural ligand which is present in hemoglobin is porphyrin. So this is a porphyrin ring system. This porphyrin ring, it contains 4 pyrrole ring. It contains, so pyrrole, it is an heterocyclic compound. It is contained the porphyrin, the basic structure of porphyrin, which contain 4 pyrrole ring, and each pyrrole ring it is connected by a methane bridge. So methane molecule, this is called as methane bridge. And these porphyrin which is present in hemoglobin, cytochrome, this is also a protein which is involved in electron transfer reaction in the body, and myoglobin, this is also another essential molecule protein. The function is it stores the oxygen in the body. So we are going to discuss in the next slide. And chlorophyll, so you know that chlorophyll, it is present in the leaves, it is helpful for photosynthesis. In all these molecules, so porphyrin ring system is present. And so this is the, so to the pyrrole ring, different substituent groups are attached, and thus in the central there is a space. So this space is occupied by a metal ion. So here if iron is occupied, so this is called as hemoglobin. So the central space is available for so ligand. And in porphyrin you can observe that there are 4 nitrogen atoms. So these 4 nitrogen atoms act as ligand, that is donor atom. Porphyrin is a tetradentate ligand. You know tetradentate ligand. A ligand can form 4 coordinated bond with the central metal ion. Here the porphyrin ring, it has 4 nitrogen, so it can form 4 bonds with the central metal ion. So this is the structure of hemoglobin. So this is a porphyrin ring in which the central metal ion is iron, and cytochrome, here also the central metal ion is iron, but here hydroxyethyl phenacyl replaced by vinyl group. You just look at the group which is present inside the dotted circle. So this is the group. This is the only difference between hemoglobin and myoglobin. Both contain same ligand system and central metal ion, but the only difference is the substituent groups which is attached to the pyrrole ring system are different. So this is the structure of cytochrome, and so this is the structure of cobalamin B12, vitamin B12. So this is a cobalt this is a cobalt is a central metal atom here, and it is formed for coordinate bond with the 4 nitrogens of porphyrin ring system. And chlorophyll, so in the chlorophyll here magnesium is a central metal atom. So dear students, in all the porphyrin ring which is present in all the system, but the central metal ion is different in case of chlorophyll, cobalamin and hemoglobin. So this is the basic ring structure. As I said, this hemoglobin is made by 3 important components. One is ligand. Here the ligand is porphyrin ring and metal ion. So in case of hemoglobin, the metal ion is iron. But in case of chlorophyll, it is magnesium. In case of vitamin B12 cobalamin, it is cobalt. And another, so this is called as heme group. That is, so heme group is nothing but the iron along with the porphyrin ring. So this is called as heme group. To this heme group, a protein is attached. So the protein is called as globin. That's why this is called as hemoglobin. So this globin, so you can see here. So this is the protein chain. This is the protein chain. So proteins are made by amino acids. So in the globin protein, the terminal amino acid is histidine. So this histidine is attached with the iron. So iron can form 6 coordination bond. It can form hexadentate complex. Here the 4 nitrogens of porphyrin ring form 4 bonds, and 5th coordinated site is occupied by the histidine amino acids of globin protein. Globin is a globular shaped protein. So that's why it is called as hemoglobin. Heme plus globin protein. That's why it is called as hemoglobin. So this is called as 1 heme unit. And myoglobin and hemoglobin. Both myoglobin and hemoglobin containing same unit. There is no difference between heme structure. Both have same heme structure. But in case of hemoglobin, hemoglobin has 4 heme units. But myoglobin has only 1 heme unit. The function of hemoglobin is, so it helpful for transporting oxygen from lungs to tissue. So hemoglobin which is present in the blood. So but myoglobin which is present in the tissues, cells. The function of myoglobin is whatever the oxygen which is carried from the hemoglobin from lungs to tissue, so it takes the oxygen and stored in it. So here myoglobin it's a storage protein. It stores the oxygen. But hemoglobin, it carries the oxygen from lungs to tissues of various parts of human body. Got it? But this hemoglobin, so even though myoglobin and hemoglobin made by same units, so myoglobin contain only 1 heme unit, but hemoglobin is made by 4 heme groups. So let us see the exact structure of this myoglobin and hemoglobin. You look at here. So this is actually the myoglobin. In the myoglobin, it containing proteins of 153 amino acids. So this is the structure of myoglobin. You just observe here. So this is the portion, the green portion. It is a porphyrin ring system, and in the central, so red color sphere is there. This is an iron atom, and this is a protein. And this is the structure of hemoglobin. So hemoglobin has it has 4 heme groups, and it has 2 different kinds of protein chain. One is alpha chain and beta chain. Alpha chain is made by 141 amino acid, and beta chain made by 146 amino acids.